How's it going, you guys? Calico here, and this is kind of a different video. We don't often come on here and ramble about UFC news. We don't really deliver UFC news. I leave that to pretty much everybody else. But I feel like after what we've seen today, I kind of have to come on here and give a couple of thoughts and opinions about what happened overnight. A lot of us woke up. A lot of us were still awake. Me personally, I was asleep whenever the news dropped, so I woke up to some weird findings. I woke up to piss at about 3 in the morning, and I fell asleep to some YouTube on my TV. So, I went to go put on just another YouTube video to help myself fall asleep to. And what do I see? But all sorts of fucking videos informing me that John Jones has pulled out of UFC 295. And I got instant mixed feelings. Instantly I was thinking, fuck! Nobody, as you see my cat biting me, I was thinking, fuck! Nobody fucking wants to watch Stipe versus Pavlovich. I mean, we all love Stipe, man. We all do love Stipe. How can you not love Stipe? He's a great guy, funny guy, firefighter in his free time. He was one of like the first versatile heavyweights, man. Guy was knocking everybody out with combos. He wasn't just using big overhands and head kicks. Stipe had crisp, fast hands. He was very entertaining to watch at the heavyweight division. We love Stipe. Nobody really wanted to see him lose to John Jones, it felt like. A lot of us were kind of hoping that Stipe would be able to go out there and pull it off. So nobody wants to see him get smoked by Sergey Pavlovich. And that's what I was thinking instantly. I was thinking, fuck, that fight sucks. That is a horrible fight, not one to really get excited about. Fast forward a little bit, and we find out that it will not be Sergey Pavlovich versus Stipe Miocic. Stipe is out this bitch. Stipe said, fuck this. I'm cool. I'm fucking chilling. I'm out. Y'all are crazy. I'm not fighting one of these fucking new guys. It's not happening. So that pretty much confirms to us where Stipe's head was at. He was really probably coming in here for a paycheck. He's trying to, I mean, dude, if you don't want to fight Aspinall or not Spivak. If you don't want to fight Aspinall or Pavlovich, but you'll get in there with John Jones. Like, I know John Jones is older, but Jones is a beast, dude. Like, this was not a fight you were just going to easily win. Like, I don't know if you thought that because you guys were around the same age, you were going to get it done, but Jones is still probably the harder fight, Stipe. Just to let you know. And a lot of people are freaking out. A lot of people are saying, fuck, the Jones fight's off. We really want to see the Jones fight. This is not that bad. It's not that bad. I wouldn't say the card has gotten 100% better, but it hasn't gotten worse, and it's not on 7 days or 11 days notice or whatever the Volkanovski fight was. So, we actually have like a month of time. Actually, maybe it is a little closer than I thought. Maybe like 3 weeks of time for these guys to prepare. You have to assume that both these guys have been staying in phenomenal shape. Aspinall, we just saw get a fast finish not too long ago, a few months ago. And then, Pavlovich is obviously staying in great shape, phenomenal shape, because he was the backup fighter for this fight, regardless. So his best case scenario happened. Somebody pulled out, and now he's going to step up. He's not stepping up into that undisputed role that he maybe had signed up for originally to be the backup. I'm sure that he was expecting if Jones pulled out or if Stipe pulled out, he was going to fill into that slot and get to fight for an undisputed belt. Not necessarily what's happening here. He's going to fight a different opponent for a interim belt. Tom Aspinall versus Sergey Pavlovich. That's a really good fight, you guys. I'm really glad they kept Ciryl Gane out of here. Ciryl Gane has no business fighting for a belt for quite some time. I know a lot of us wanted to see the Ciryl Gane versus... We're probably going to see Ciryl Gane versus Curtis Blaydes now. I think that makes a lot of sense. Curtis Blaydes just pulled out. Ciryl Gane now does not have a fight. He's not going to get this interim shot. And these are the guys who should be fighting for it, in my honest opinion. I think that these are the two rightful guys. Everybody obviously would agree with Pavlovich. I think that the more controversial opinion was who would be fighting Pavlovich. Maybe some people thought it should be Gane. Some people thought it should be Aspinall. Ultimately, I'm going to be going with Aspinall, in my opinion, on who I thought it should have been. I'm glad that's who got it. Moving on. I will ultimately pick Aspinall in that fight, I think, by the way. But moving on. This is not a bad thing. This is not bad. This is akin to if Michael Bisping had to pull out of that Robert Whittaker, or not the Robert, out of that GSP fight, and then GSP was like, I'm not fucking fighting Robert Whittaker. Are you crazy, bro? I'm out. Same thing. Stipe is looking like, I'm not going to fight Pavlovich, bro. I'm sorry. That's insane of you to ask of me, and it will not be happening. Now, a lot of us were kind of hoping there was going to be an injury in this main event regardless, but everybody was hoping it was going to be to Stipe. Not to sit here and say we want Stipe to be hurt or we want anything bad to come to Stipe, but we kind of wanted to see Jones versus Pavlovich. You know, we kind of wanted to see Jones versus Pavlovich, and the real bummer thing is that I don't think it happens still. Like, I still genuinely think that we're going to get that Robert Whittaker, Michael Bisping GSP situation where, you know, Robert Whittaker was the interim champ, literally was the interim champ, the next rightful person to fight for his for the undisputed title, and they still gave it to GSP. I think that's what we're gonna see here. I think that Pavlovich or Aspinall will have that interim belt. I think that they will never defend it. That'd be pretty ridiculous if they're made to defend it. I hope that doesn't ever happen. But I think that they'll just have John fight Stipe, but the timelines are all off, man. We're talking 8 months. We're talking 8 fucking months. We may not see that fight happen until the end of next year. Like, the heavyweight division is just, man, I don't know, you guys. This is really weird. And you want to keep Jones as the heavyweight champ, of course, because it's John fucking Jones. What are you going to do, strip him of his belt? You're not going to take John Jones's belt. Unless he's popping hot for steroids. Maybe the motherfucker is hiding from USADA. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's waiting for USADA to be out of the sport until next year. Anyway, I want to show you guys the video of what happened to our man John Jones here. This was uploaded by the Mac Life. I don't know if this is like 100% the video, but it'd be really weird if like he hurt his pec and then was like, all right, let's record a video with my hurt pec and pretend to hurt it. So you kind of see him and his sparring partner here. He goes for a takedown. He kind of gets on like a body lock. He goes to take him down. He's chain wrestling him, and something happens. You know, John Jones isn't really exerting much energy or much strength or much force here, it appears, but just one of those freak injuries, it seems. You know, when you built your body on steroids, it may be a little weak, you know what I mean? When you built your body on steroids, it might be a little weak. Kind of like those show dogs that are really pretty and good for competition, but they get really sickly and they get hurt all the time. That may be John Jones at this point. But I guess outside of that, I don't have too many thoughts about this. You know, I think that this is overall a better fight card now. We are going to be getting Alex Pereira and Yuri Prochazka slotted into that main event spot. So we're going to be having a heavyweight co-main event and a light heavyweight main event. That's a weird one. You never, ever see that. Can't say I mind that too much, though. I think it's kind of cool, honestly. And then Alex Pereira and Yuri Prochazka was always the best fight on this card anyway. And it's kind of a bummer it's not going to be the co-main event because it really was a wild thought. It was a wild fucking thought in my head that we were really going to watch that fight and then have another fight after. That was really, really crazy to me. So I'm a little bummed out that it's not still a co-main event. We're still going to get to watch Aspinall and Pavlovich bang it out in the co-main and get a fight after. But man, Yuri versus Pereira is a really, really, really special fight. And that's going to be a really good fight, you guys. And overall, this is a really good co-main and main event slot. Overall, this is still like a pretty weak UFC card, to be honest. It's nothing too amazing, nothing that I would say that you need to buy. The December card is considerably more stacked. I don't know why either. Maybe they're trying to maybe they think that Jones would have sold this card by himself, which he would have. Yeah, you know Dana White is pissing and shitting his pants right now. Holy fuck. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. This was just kind of a quick ramble and just thoughts of my personal thoughts on everything and I guess sort of my prediction for the Aspinall fight. You know, like I said, I think Aspinall will end up fighting a way to get Pavlovich out of there. I think Aspinall has more tools in his toolbox. And hey, you guys, subscribe to the channel. Please go ahead and drop a like on the video and drop into our live stream sometimes. We live stream, you know, 2 to 3 times a week. We're trying to get a little bit more regular with it, but hey, we're only human, you guys. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.